Wellington will be very, very keen to show their true form after the 80 points to nil mauling earlier in the season. Chris Ashwin clears, doesn't find touch. Nice bit of ripping taken their place. I think that was Fraser Knottle. But referee Brian Perry says no, knocked on first. We'll have the first scrum of the game, with Callum Hayne to put in. Wellington get a push on there, but St Austell managed to hold it. No, you can see quite clearly number 9 was behind the back foot, referee right in front of him. One of those things, isn't it? That was Will Athos Brewer. You need to show early on, don't you, that you're up for this. And Matt Shepherd decides to kick blind.
Great tackle.
So after that catch, Cowboy was in touch when he took it, so there'll be a line out to Wellington. It was right over the top. It's Miles Davey. And St Austell having a look early on with Chris Ashwin taking the crash ball. Shepherd's there, he's got an overlap, is he looking? That's Cowboy again, but he has 3 defenders in front of him. I think he might go. Callum Hayne losing the ball, as you can see, but from an offside position, says the referee. So he brings them back for a penalty. Taken cleanly. Answers that one, and once again Miles Davies on the end of it. That's an Austell right wing, Fraser Knottle, helped out by Sam Parsons, who bumps a couple off, gets some close support from Dan Jobe and Matt Boothby. A lovely tackle there, really good. Good defence. Chris Ashwin has a look. And Chris Ashwin open to scoring for St Austell. Charlie Stowe with a restart. turned over there. And Wellington have a chance to make inroads. That's Mitchell Fisher. That's a lovely step. Beautifully there. Dan Jobe looks like he might be injured. First left and right, lovely tackle there. Matt Shepherd in there early, but it might have been too early. That was good play by Joe John Dyke there. Dropped his shoulder, bumped the man off. Support. Referee Brian Perry's coming over to the near side where Dan Jobe is down. That's a rarity. He's made a very tough stop, is Mr. Jobe. I don't think I've ever seen him leave the field. I think he might have called a heel there when he made the attempt to make the tackle on Tyler Hart. But he seems to be all right. That's good news. Very good news. I think all of St Austell supporters and players will breathe a sigh of relief for that one. He looks a bit groggy. And if his wife's watching, she'll say, "How can you tell?" So referee Brian Perry. Restart right in front of the St Austell post, probably 6 metres out. It will be Will Athos Brewer to put in. He's got options left and right. Number 11 is actually Ash Harnley. He's playing on the right wing but wearing 11. And Will Athos Brewer has a look himself, but he's got good support, got close support. Quite clearly, two supporting players in that plod went beyond the ball, sealed it off, and the player who had the ball, which I think was Danny Lee, held on. Gives Matt Shepherd opportunity to relieve some of the pressure. There's Dan Jobe, he looks all right to me. So Miles David a throw, taken beautifully off the top, but very untidy. And as you can see, the referee awarding a penalty to Wellington. Chris Ashwin saying he needs attention. Is there a doctor in the house? That's not good news, I'm afraid, for St Austell, with Chris Ashwin being forced to leave the field. Arguably the key player for most of the season. He'll be very upset about that, Chris. Which means there'll be a reorganisation here. I'm just guessing that Matt Shepherd might move into 10 and Danny Tyrrell will come on, take his place either on the wing with Cad Boyer going to fullback. That looks like what's happened. And the referee, Brian Perry, will restart. Once Chris Ashwin's left the field, he's walking very slowly. He's clearly hurt himself quite seriously. Let's hope it isn't. Charlie Snow puts the ball in the corner. So if we can see this with the post in the way. Chance for Wellington to close the gap. Best attacking opportunity they've had so far, with about 13 minutes played. Toby Redwood to throw. This time it is taken. That's Alex Davey coming in off the centres. And Danny Lee once again closely involved. But Danny Trick decides to have a look himself, goes back to the protection of his forwards. Looked to me from here like it was a knock on. The referee's much closer than I am, and he's saying play on. Matt Shepherd will have a look, but there's nowhere to go there.
Has not all been to you? Has not all been to see you?
No.
Right, you've got the team sheets still on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Right, so
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. My apologies. It's gone now. Right, I do apologise. I've had the team sheet on the screen for about 10 minutes. Big mistake. It won't appear on the recording. Danny Tyrrell unable to hold on. So I think the referee is indicating probably a scrummage there, yeah. Or was he in touch before? Yes, he was. So Toby Redwood to throw. Been a bit hit and miss so far, and that's the third time. Apologies. So Miles Davey, who hoofed that down the field, has the chance to throw. He looks for Vine in the centre and finds him. Ben Plummer makes a good 2 or 3 metres. There's Vine again. Looking fresh after his holiday. Well, he held on. Or is the referee indicating that someone went over and sealed the ball off? And Charlie Snow to clear. So Toby Redwood, who's had difficulty with the last 3 line-outs, he's gone long, and all 3 times he's gone over the top, and Miles Davies said thank you very much. That's not going to continue, is it?
Straight! Look at straight! 7 straight!
That's more like it. And Chris Kitto in the middle there. Interception. That's an easy run in. Fraser Knockle. Charlie Snow's restart. Matt Shepherd fumbles but recovers. Only finds as far as Will Athos Brewer and Charlie Snow decides 10 metre line with Will Athos Brewer, who showed himself to be very lively early on. There's Callum Hayne, plays CJ Boyce today, and got to do his best to stop Chris Kitto, who's a big unit. Crash ball to Jack Richards there. That's skipper Danny Lee making the yardage. He finds Will Machem with his first chance to have a run, and you can see I think he's indicating that Will Machem went beyond the ball, didn't release. Oh, he's indicating of course that he used his hands on the ground. So Matt Shepherd has a look, he'll probably put this in the corner. Probably a bit too far for attempt at a penalty goal. Really hard to know who scored that. Might have been skipper Mark Vine, it could even have been Danjo. Austell move on to a 21-0 lead. There's Rory Jago with his world famous Maori sidestep. Once again, apologies for the leaving the graphics on the screen early on. It's because the computer I'm looking at is about half a mile away. And that's a lovely line out by Wellington, and Will Athos Brewer finds that's skipper Danny Lee in support there, and they've got numbers left and right, particularly on the right side. But referee's playing advantage for offside, I think, which Jack Richards will be pleading about. Could he just knock the ball on from a pass? I realise I've been calling. That may change very shortly. For the first time, I think Wellington get that rolling more, moving forward, and very, very difficult to stop it without conceding a penalty. There's Jack Richards again. Referee indicating advantage, I think possibly for a knock-on. And St Arthur come away with it. Miles Davies stole it, like he so often does. So there'll be a scrummage right behind the light stand. It's a big scrum from Wellington. Puts St Austell on the back foot. Matt Shepherd attempts to run out of defence. Callum Hayne feeds Matt Shepherd to Chris Ashwin, who sits left the field, Fraser Nottle, and we think skipper Mark Vine. That's Ben Howe, who's been very prominent in the early exchanges. That's Chris Kitto. Bit of football skill most games this season, I think, on the bench. It's well held by St Austell after the initial push. Callum Hayne waits. Rob Jeff penalised for not releasing. That's a lovely take off the top. And Jack Richards feed to charging centre. Apologies, I think I called Ollie Price Jack Richard. There's Ollie Price. Daniel Trick was held up there. That's another penalty, not releasing, I think the referee indicating. It's Brian Perry. So once again, I make it 7 minutes to the half-time break. Wellington have the opportunity to line out deep into Austell's 22 to get themselves on the scoreboard. 21 points behind. 3 tries. Chris Ashwin since left the field. Fraser Nottle with interception. And I think it might have been Mark Vine. Referee showing a yellow card. I'm not sure who that's to. He's got it out of his pocket, and I think it could be collapsing the scrum. And Dan Joe leaves with a grin. I'm not sure he knows what it's for. There he is. And that means that Brandon Hack will probably come on as replacement, and one of the backs might have to take a break for a little while.
Yeah, good decision.
Yeah, Brandon Hack's getting moving. Yeah, he is coming on. Because all teams are required to have a front row replacement. Yeah, Brandon Hack comes on. Straight swap for Dan Joe. And he's got a big scrummage to defend about 6 metres out. There's young Brandon. Regular first team all last season, been in and out this season. Love to see him. Plays the game at 200 miles an hour. So will Athos Brewer to put in? Looking at that, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Kettle has a little look, pick up and go. No, he won't from that. Pitch looks great, but it's clearly a little soft underfoot. Bit of rain last night. All the players, certainly the front row players, cleaning their boots so they can get some grip. Probably 6 metres from the touchline, and in fact the right-hand winger here, Ashley Harney, he's moved infield, so I suspect there might be something coming off scrum half to blindside winger, or maybe from off number 10. That might not be necessary because Wellington get a serious rumble on, and Chris Kitto controls the ball beautifully at his feet, and he's just that far out. Matt Shepherd on his 200th appeal for the Saints to restart. Try scorer Chris Kiddo takes that very cleanly. Doesn't find touch, it just finds well, Gav Boyer in the end. He doesn't find touch either. That's the left winger Tyler Hart wearing 14. There's some good ground there.
Way offside, sir. Come on.
See that? Cam Taylor rescues the knock on. Rob Jeffs has a look and he's got Ben Plummer outside him. It will be a St Austell line out. Miles Davey throws, goes to the back, taken cleanly by Rob Jeffs. I think that St Austell look. Quick ball. And Callum Mahane, he's caught, I'm afraid. Will Athos-Barua had him, but he retains the ball and Matt Shepherd's gone into 9. He's looking for support. Well, it's Carl Marriott who does what he does better than most people. And St Austell, Wellington have stolen the ball. Got as far as Mitchell Fisher there, but he was held. Taken once again by Rob Jeffs. Or he might find. Everyone's made the mistake those two, and St Austell will get the rolling more moving forward. But Wellington stop them. Rory Jago thinks he scored, referee doesn't. And he's indicating the first try was there, Rory Jago scored before the continuation. Either way, it was a try. So, second half about to get underway. Matt Shepherd, who has moved into 10 from 15, which means his place has been taken at the back by Gav Boyer, and Danny Terrell's coming on the left wing. County with 14, Dan Jobe still in the bin. Referee indicating that was a high tackle. Lovely run by Ash Harney there. Alex Davey, give it a nudge. There's hooker Toby Redwood to throw. After one or two early misses, he's found his feet again. This time referee says that isn't straight. That's referee Brian Perry. So, change front row of Matt Boothby, Miles Davey and Brandon Hack. On as a replacement for Dan Jobe. which means that Danny Tyrrell's off the field as we speak. That's a lovely drive. Callum Hay under pressure, just nudge it too far. Straight into touch to be a line out. And Dan Jobe returns to the fray. Brandon Hack goes back to the bench. And Danny Tyrrell comes back onto the wing. It was Ben Howe won the ball on the line out one-handed. There's some very good middle defence there by Ben Plummer. Players, no doubt whatsoever. As Chris Kitto picks up. Two knock-on, says the ref. Can have one but not two, so the first one by St Austell will be a Wellington scrum. Big tackle by Callum Hayne there, which meant I think it's Ben Howe, not the ball on. He's certainly the one on his knee there. Getting a bit disappointed. The last couple of scrummages have gone Wellington's way. They've got a good shove on, but South will be keen to lock out here on their own ball and on their own 22. Give Matt Shepherd the chance to gain a bit of territory. Matt playing his 200th game today for St Austell. Left to play elsewhere when he was about 18, having came right through from the age of 5. Played for Plymouth Albion, played for Redruth, played for Launceston. Eventually came home, and he's only 31 now. Which is interesting, of course, because Matt has scored 31 tries so far this season. Callum Hayne had his hand trip, but Matt Shepherd rescues him. I think the ball took a bit of a deflection there. Danny Tyrrell looks to chase his winger down and he catches him. It was not forward there, and the referee's playing advantage, and Fraser Knopple has an opportunity. Referee's still playing advantage. Wants to keep the game flowing. There's Sam Parsons wearing the scrum cap. Finds his centre partner, Ben Plummer. He ploughs up the middle. And the man doing his abort and the passing is Carl Marriott, but he was stolen. Once again, knocked on. That's Rob Jeffs, who's down, receiving some attention. Looks like to his elbow. So with about 9 minutes played in the second half, the score is still Wellington 5 to Austell 28. 4 tries to 1. Long way to go. Chris Ashwin, who you can just about see on the far side of the field, sitting down there, injured. I think he might have hurt his ankle or his knee. Let's hope he's okay. He is, of course, an enormous loss to the Saints. As you can see, he's sitting there, has to have a seat because he can't stand up. Steve Murley, Anthony Knight came here today because the Sinners don't have a game. He's come to support the boys. And there's Hector Bright, who we haven't seen yet, but I'm sure we will. So Callum Hayne puts in, Slossel lock out. That's very messy. Ben Plummer looking for support inside and out. He's got Sam Parsons with him. Kept the ball well. That's Matt Boopy having a quick look. And holding on. I think that'd be Miles Davey going over the ball. The referee says, be quiet please boys. Marches them back another 10. Got you. Do it at the end. There's Ben Plummer. Always relied upon to make the hard yards, Ben. He once again is Miles Davey. Here's another one. There's Carl Marriott finding himself in the backs and looks to find Danny Tyrrell. We've really not had a chance to see Danny's dancing feet until this moment. Is he going to make it? Of course he is. And there'll be a big smile there. That's a lovely try by young Danny. Only 22. For the starts, he goes right as we look. He's taken by Hector Bright, who's joined the fray. Only ever going to do one thing is Hector, run with the ball. That's some kick by Matt Shepherd, but it might just go there. That's from his own 22 and the ball into touch in the corner for a Wellington line-out. One of the things, if you play in the forwards, if you've worked really hard to go 15-20 minutes up the pitch and then somebody messes up, obviously you're not going to get the ball, and you put your head up and somebody kicks the ball that far down the field, it really gives you a lift. Mark Vine takes it cleanly at the back of the line. So Austell have options right and left. You can see Fraser Knockel down here, try score in the first half. It's also looking to drive. Can't see a thing. Can't see anything at all. And the referee gets right down low, but I don't think he's giving anything. He's saying held up, so maybe a scrummage. My apologies, yes it is. He's given a penalty. So Matt Shepherd, I think, probably put in the corner. For a line out. Miles Davey finds Carl Marriott beautifully, and St Austell pile in. Callum Hayne moves it right, left. The ball's knocked on, I think, by a charging Sam Parsons. So the referee will bring them back for a scrum. At least we can see this. Good defence by Mitchell Fisher in the centre there. Saw that coming. Right up in Sam's face. That's a lovely scrummage by St Austell. That's probably the first time they've really got Wellington going back with a rate of knots in this game. Wellington retain it. That's not going to find touch. But that's really good support play. Skipper Danny Lee got there first. Here's Danny Tyrrell. Up the mark, Shepherd. Beats two. Gets caught by Toby Redwood. There's that try scorer, Danny Tyrrell. He finds Fraser Knockel outside him. But Alex David covered beautifully and nudges the ball down with the touch for a line out. I think 7 seasons on the trot to throw. He's found Mark Vine several times. There's a trick ball to Dan Jobe at the front. And Matt Boothby has a look. Well tackled though, very well tackled. And sealed off there. On hitting his man, he's doing 1 knot straight. And once again that doesn't go straight, the referee says play on. So Matt Shepherd will move it down the park. So chance to make amends. Toby Redwood to throw inside his own 22. That's more like it. Well taken there by, I think it's Ben Howe at the front. And you can see, I think that's Mark Vine who's airborne. Change at scrum half for Wellington. I'm not sure who that is. And the ball, although it was hooked, came out of the tunnel. The referee was unsighted, so I think he's playing on. He's saying, you're off your feet. Just there. I think they've used it very well indeed. Matt Shepherd has kicked deep several times for this bottom right corner. Joe John Dake. Very unlucky. Mitchell Fisher thought he was away. He beat the first two players and he just lost the ball in the tackle. So Austell will have a defensive scrum just outside their 22. With Callum Hayne puts in cleanly. Taken well, but the ball popped out, and that's rescued and cleared by Matt Shepherd. Finds his man very cleanly. There's Jack Richards, who has run with the ball many times today. You wouldn't think he was a prop forward, would you? Here he is again. Referee Brian Perry's been very strict on anything held on the ground. Score in the second half, a lovely individual bit of brilliance by Danny Tyrrell. Rob Jeffs takes that beautifully. Hayne to Plummer. And you can see the referee indicating in at the side. And playing advantage. Carl Marriott has a little look like he always does. Taps and goes. This Matt Shepherd passes it inside to the real fly half. That's Dan Jobe, of course. Shep goes in himself for his 32nd try of the season on his 200th appearance for St Austell. Mike Vine looked like he thought about kicking the ball then. Should know better than that. Callum Hayne takes man and ball, but he's rescued by try scorer Matt Shepherd. Sam Parsons has a look. That's Brandon Hack in support, back playing out wide. Here's Hector Bright. You show him the space, he'll be gone. You can see that bit of a fracas between Mark Vine, skipper, and I'm not sure who that is. Let's hope it's just a... That's great hands by Jack Richards, but unfortunately for him, the ball's turned over and Sam Parsons brings it away, looking for help from Matt Shepherd. The ball's knocked backwards, so the referee says play on. Boyer gives it a nudge. Fraser Nottle's appealing for that. He thinks he might have scored. Referee says no, you haven't. And while I was looking the other way, Wellington came away with it. There's Matt Shepherd again. He finds Danny Tyrrell, who you know what he's going to do. He's going to dance around and dummy and make it hard for me to follow him. Cam Taylor takes route 1. There's Mark Dave. No, it's really. It's. Oh, that's lovely hands, isn't it? Oh, beautifully done. But he was just taken into touch. In fact, the ball was taken off him.
No, we're playing advantage for knock on anyway.
That hasn't found touch. It's only found Matt Shepherd, who's run straight. Beautifully tackled there by Ben Howe. So I still have players to the left. Certainly Dan Terrell through the legs, finds Sam Parsons. But as you can see, Catboy couldn't hold on. Those things look great, they don't always work, do they? Very powerful, 14-man drive, bowling ball, well deserved. That's a good scrums by Austell. Chris Kitto comes away with it, looking for help, which he finds. Brandon acted superbly there to hold on to that ball. So also going backward but keeping the ball. And you can see Romanian 96 is what he called, and I haven't got a clue what that means. Once again, indicating pushing in the line. Ben Howe at the front. Takes it beautifully. Sam Parsons charges up, puts pressure but misses his man. Wellington got men overlap on the right hand side. There's Ben Howe again. Still got an overlap. They're going to score, it's going to be here. Al Davey upended by Sam Parsons. So they recycle. That's Ollie Price, who was stopped in his tracks by Dan Jobe there. His opposite number. Advantage to Wellington, and they've got an overlap, so they're going to use it. Cam Taylor stole the ball, so the referee takes them back. Playing advantage for offside. As the clock ticks down, I make it 3 or 4 minutes to play, tops. Wellington a chance to add a little bit of respectability to the score. It is 5:40 at the moment. And this will be an attacking line out. Very little in the way of stoppage time on my clock here, so it could be 2-3 minutes left, maybe less. As you can see, the wind's picked up a bit, I think, blowing left to right. You can see from the touch judge's flag as Joe John Dyke throws in and goes back to rescue it, and Wellington get the drive on. Dan Jobe defends once again and counter rucks very effectively. But Wellington have kept it. So my clock was a bit fast. The referee's the one that matters. So referee Brian Perry brings proceedings to an end. Final score is Wellington 5, St Austell 40. 4 tries in the first half, 2 in the second, and irrespective of the other results today, St Austell will remain top of the league with everything still to play for and 2 games to go. St Austell at home next week to Newton Abbott. Join us there. That doesn't look good for Chris. Get well soon.